Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Charles in Charge Cowboy Sports Report. Pardon my hiatus. I've been out for the last 2 weeks. Sad news, my mother passed, but that's part of life. And work kind of got pretty busy at the exact same time. So really didn't have much time to cut my videos at night. So I am back, just like I never left. If you're watching this video and you have not subscribed to my channel yet, if you are not familiar, my channel is still new and growing. My first goal is to get to 1,000 subscribers. I would like to reach that goal by week 1 this 2023 season. I've been watching this team since Super Bowl 28, since I was 6. I'm 36. So for 30 years, I've been watching this team every snap of every game of every season. And I just love the sport of football all the way. So every subscription counts, really does. It's free, of course, and I guarantee you, whenever I start being able to get studio equipment and start being able to put back into this show, my live shows will be live, if you know what I mean. I've done a couple of them so far, but when I get a mic and, you know, proper studio built like the other guys have, my live shows will be live. You'll be entertained, if you know what I'm saying. So it is 22nd of April, Saturday night, the week of the draft. And if possible, I would like to, I live in Houston, I'd like to get down to the DF Dub on Thursday night, go to the Maverick Bar where Fish is, and he's going to have his little draft party, you know, for the first round pick. I'd love to pick that man's brain because I used to read this column in the Star Telegram when I lived in the DF Dub as a child. Couldn't wait till Monday morning after the game, especially after our game. On the side of the sports section, all the scores would be there, and then he'd have about 2 pages of nothing but Cowboys. It's crazy because now you can see him every day on YouTube, talk to him on Twitter, and I'd love to get to meet him. But as we're closing in here on the draft, Chat Sports with Tom Downey had 6 trade ideas. 3 of them I won't really even entertain because I don't think it's worth it. The first one was get Tennessee's 11th overall pick and give them our 1st, 2nd, and 3rd this year. That's ridiculous. The second one, which is plausible, I could go for it, is give Green Bay our 1st pick, pick 26, our 2nd pick, pick 58, for their pick, pick 15. Our 2nd round picks are big hit and misses anyway. So if we traded our 1st and 2nd for their 1st and moved up 11 spots in the 1st round, might not be bad. But I think this draft, this 2nd round pick, will be a hit. The 3rd one was Minnesota's at pick 23. We trade up a couple spots to get the 23rd overall pick, give them our 26th overall pick and our 4th round pick. That's only if a superstar is falling number 23 and we want to get him. That's a very, very plausible trade. You know, give him our 26th and give him our 4th to move up those 3 spots. Kansas City to be trading down. Their pick 31, right? So we give them our pick 26 for their pick 31, and then their pick 95 in round 3. So basically our 1st for their 1st and their 3rd. And we'd be just trading down 5 spots. Now, if the guy that we want is at 26 and looks like he's going to last to 31. Might not be a bad idea. uh, the fifth one was us giving Houston our 26 overall pick, and us getting Houston's 33 overall pick, which would be the second rounder. Their fourth and their sixth. So, pretty similar to KC's, except we're going back 2 more slots, and we get 2 more picks in the draft. I don't really like it though. And the last one was with the Vegas Raiders. We give them our first. They give us their second, pick 38, and their third, pick 70. I'd rather just stay with our 7 picks, because I think first, second, third, fourth rounds are going to be very crucial. Something I was very surprised about, CeeDee Lamb, we exercised his 5th-year option. After coming off a 100-plus catch season, only the 3rd Cowboy in Cowboys history to do that. Michael Irvin did it once. Jason Witten did it once. Nobody's done it twice. And in the boy's 3rd year, his first year being the number 1 cat, he gets over 100 balls. And he got over 100 in 16 games. It didn't take him 17. I can see why they're doing that. Because this year he'll make $2.5 million. And then if he plays out his 5th-year option, he'll make like 13.5 or 15 million, something like that. It'll be decent. But I'm thinking if 88 comes out this year and has another 100-plus catch season, which he'd be the only Cowboy in Cowboys history to have 2 100-plus catch seasons. Say he comes out this year, even with Cooks and Michael Gallup getting healthy. Say he comes out, gets 125 catches, 1,600 yards, 17 touchdowns, breaking the single-season reception record and the single-season touchdown record, receiving-wise. His price would double if you just pay him now. If not, and this happens, his price would like double. Same with Diggs. Now that we have Gilmore on the other side, he'll be targeted a lot more, unlike he was last season. And if he is targeted a lot more this year, and he shows them ball hawking skills he did in his sophomore year, but also shows that he can play shutdown. And, you know, like in 2021, he had 11 picks, but led up over 1,000 yards. If this season, being that he gets a lot more targets, if he gets close to 11 picks and allows minimum yardage, his price going to double also. We got to sign these cats to the best deal that we can while we can before the price goes up. And 88 and 7 were supposed to get extended this season. They've earned their bag after year 3, both of them. And after this season, you best believe Micah ain't going into year 4 without his bag. Now, as for the draft, TCU guard Steve Avila is gaining traction. A lot of traction. I like him. He's 23 years old, 6'4", 330. Grades about a 6.30. Highest graded interior lineman coming out of the draft is center / guard John Michael Smith Jr., 6.41 grade. He's only at 301 pounds, though, light in the rear end. I guess you could say he's like a Mark Stepnoski type center. They can play guard. In fact, I think Stepnoski was like 252, actually. He was very small for a center. And then Osiris Torrance is the number 1 ranked offensive guard. John Michael Smith's number 2. Steve Avila, number 3. And number 4, you got Luke Weipler. 5, Joe Tippmann. 6, Voorhees. 7, Olu. 8, Jared Patterson. 9, Brandon Daniels. And 10, Law Nation's favorite, Antonio Mafi. Only Osiris Torrance is projected to go in round 1. John Michael Spence is a projected day 2 pick. Steve Avila, a projected day 2 pick. And from number 4 all the way to 10 in ranking, actually 4 and 5, Weipler and Tippmann are considered late day 2 picks. And the rest, the last 5, are day 3 picks. So I think with all the good tackles that are out there in the draft, who you could also draft and flex into a guard position like a Tyler Smith, I think Steve Avila has a good shot at sliding into the second round. And in the first round, if Bijan isn't there, okay, no problem. Because personally, I want to take a Texas running back, whether it's Bijan or Roschon. Roschon's more of a power back than Bijan, not as fast, but his production was very good at Texas behind Bijan. Average 5 yards a carry, could pass block pretty well, catch out of the backfield pretty well. He was just number 2 behind Bijan, just like Pollard was number 2 behind the number 1 back in Memphis. If, say, Jalen Carter or some monster defensive tackle slides at pick 26, you grab him. Or even if Saika Ika out of LSU and Baylor slides to pick 26, you're at a crossroads there. This is assuming Bijan is not there at pick 26. If Bijan slides somehow to pick 26, you grab him, you trade up in the second round, get Steve Avila. In the third round, you take the best defensive tackle, that is at pick 90. And there's a slew of them. And in the fourth round, pick a tight end. We don't need one in the first round. I know Ferguson and Hendershot didn't have more than 200 yards receiving last year. They did what they were supposed to do. This year, they will make that step. You saw the athleticism of Jake Ferguson and the potential of what them two cats bring. Draft one more guy in the fourth round, fifth round with Sean McEwen, and we'll be set at tight end. Not yesterday, but last Thursday, listening to Law Nation, not the final word, but his own show, talking about drafting BPA or drafting for position and possibly reaching. Drafting for position is not always a bad thing. You go to 2013. We needed a center. We had pick 31. and we go and we take Travis Frederick. Everybody just scrutinized that pick. Horrible first round pick that we've had last 20 years. Guy had a third, fourth round grade on him. Day 3 grade. If the man doesn't get sick, he would have become a Hall of Fame center. A year later, you get Zach Martin, late 20s or early 20s, out of Notre Dame. Again, we were reaching because we wanted to build the offensive line. So we were drafting for position. We were reaching. And a lot of people had a day 3, a round 3 pick on Zach Martin, who will be your first ballot Hall of Famer. BPA is good and all, but right now, guard and defensive tackle and running back are top 3 positions that we need. And in the first 3 rounds, I think those are 3 positions that we take. It just, you can say BPA of those 3 positions in round 1, 2, and 3. BPA in round 1 at pick 26, who's the best running back, defensive tackle, or interior lineman, or tackle that we can put interior lineman on the board. Pick that player. Then round 2, we're down to 2 positions. At pick 58, the best player available between the remaining 2. Pick that person. Round 3, pick the BPA of the 3rd position that we need. That's my stance on it. It's not reaching. It's getting what you need. It's not drafting a M.I.A. or that linebacker from Arkansas or safety out of Alabama, Jeremy Battle, or Christian Gonzalez, Joey Porter, somebody like that. We're good at corner right now. Next season, next draft, we could take a corner in the 1st round if we need to. We'll have Jordan Lewis back this year. He'll serve as good depth. Anthony Brown might sign back to us on a 1-year vet minimum deal, just as depth. Because he's better than Kelvin Joseph and Anthony Wright. Little horse. I do apologize. But Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, 5 days until the NFL draft, baby. Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. And it's going to be on. I'll have 1 video or 2 before the draft comes out. One of the 2 being a live show to really get down and to the nitty gritty as much as we can before it kicks off. Pardon me, I'm just a little tired right now. Pardon my Tourette's. Trying to keep them under control. I think I'm doing better at that. Just want to touch base with y'all, let you know I ain't going nowhere. This week, I'm going to be back on it, especially after the draft. Really be back on it. And please hit that subscribe button. DC Nation, I cannot get to 1,000 without y'all's help. I'm at like 173 right now, something like that. So every person that presses that red button, it is free. Think of it as an investment on your part. Because when my channel gets bigger and better, you will be entertained and it'll be worth it. Trust me, Law Nation, I love listening to his show. I love calling in. I'll have a call-in line. I'll have a call-in line here this week whenever I do my next live show. And man, thing about my mother passing the morning after Good Friday is she was a big Cowboy fan like I was. She came over to watch us put Brady into retirement. Went to Buffalo Wild Wings with us. Fall short against San Fran. And if she could have held on a year longer, she could have held on 1 year longer. I think she possibly could have witnessed us lift one more Lombardi trophy up. I think that would have been perfect. And then she could have really gone in peace. She went in peace anyway. I know for sure, but I think that would really been cool. Seeing them bring home trophy number 6 right before she goes. Because like I said, this season is open season. It's Cowboys, Niners, Eagles, 3-team race. The 2 sleepers are the Giants and the Lions. And possibly Chicago, if they draft really well, given that they got DJ Moore now and Justin Fields coming into his own, Chicago could make some waves also. That's the dark horse sleeper pick. Sleeper pick is Detroit. And the Giants just got better in the offseason. So why wouldn't they? You know, they got a good head coach. And Washington has new ownership. So it's just inevitable they're going to get better. Well, it's good. Like I said, it's good to have a good division. It's good to have a tough division. Iron sharpens iron. In the 90s, NFC East was tough. Only bad team was Arizona every year. Other than that, twice against Philly, Giants, and the Redskins, and every one of those games were dogfights. Until the 95 season. Giants weren't too good. Philly was kind of falling down, and Washington, same thing. But 91, 92, 93, 94, those 3 teams were tough every game. They were tough, which made us better and made us battle tested. This year's going to be exciting. I can tell you all that right now. Keep God first and foremost. Everything comes second. Even this, He comes before everything. Seek Him in His righteousness, and everything else in your life will fall into place. I am a living testimony of that. I believe I need to say that at the end of every one of my videos, maybe even in the middle, and maybe even in the beginning. I should start saying that. But I'm tired now. I gotta get to bed, go to church tomorrow, and enjoy a relaxing Sunday. DC Nation, how about them Cowboys? 2023 is our year. What better way to bring number 6 home than in Vegas? In Vegas, baby. That's about it. Just not really much to touch on. I think the biggest thing I have on this is on the running back situation. I like the Longhorns number 2 back a lot. Being that Pollard is that fast scat back type, I think Roschon Johnson could be that perfect complementary piece. Physical. Does have some wheels on him. Fresh rookie legs. Could be a great 1-2 punch. And Zeke will be signed to a 1-year vet minimum deal after June 1st for depth. And we'll have running back by committee. Draft a good guard, high, first 2-3 rounds. Somebody who can be a day 1 plug and play starter. And if that doesn't happen, you sign Dalton Reisner, left guard, for a 1-year deal. You do that. He's better than both corners of the last 4 or 5 years. All right, guys, please subscribe, like, and share. I'm going to bring you some good content this week. Just really tired right now. Other than that, you have a blessed Sunday. God bless each and every one of y'all. I love y'all, guys. I'll catch you on the flip side. Charles in Charge is out. Deuce.